Hello everybody and welcome to Ian's Bricks. As you can see behind me, I've got a few things in a Lego haul to unbox. I've got a couple of boxes here from John Lewis, a couple from Lego and quite a few bags from Argos. I just also want to let you know that if you haven't already seen my interview with Tyrone at Snoop Loves Bricks, take a look at his channel. I think I'd mentioned previously that part 1 had been released, but part 2 and 3 of the videos have now been released. So all parts of the videos, you can either watch them in little chunks or in one big long go. So do have a look at his channel if you want to know more about me and what makes me tick and just my general sort of thoughts on life and everything really. And also I did want to say a big thank you to one of my subscribers. They sent me this parcel. I've obviously put a fake address on the front there, but thank you very much, David, for sending this through. Now I've not had a look at this yet. It's been absolutely killing me. I've had it for a couple of weeks and I haven't done a haul video for a while, so I want to get in this. So he's going to send me some Lego. Obviously I can hear it sort of inside, so let me see if I can get into this. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, it's a letter. Okay. Alright, okay, so we've got a little bag of Lego. Oh, it's on the letter as well, so I'll just show you that. Little bag of Legos. Let's have a read of the letter. So it says, "Hi Ian, I hope you are all good and haven't exceeded any credit limits on Lego purchases. As a big fan of your YouTube channel, I just wanted to send you a few Lego pieces to show my appreciation and hopefully help you enhance your Everyone is Awesome Spaceman display. The enclosed green Spaceman helmet is of course an upgrade to the motorcycle version, but I've also included some other matching colour accessories to you for the minifigures to hold. Make use of them as you wish. Keep the videos coming. Love your enthusiasm. If you're ever around my local area, Battersea store again, give me a shout, etc, etc." So thank you very much to David. Oh my god, this is fantastic. Let's have a look at this. So we've got a little bag here. Let me show you some of the pieces, and I think the idea is it's going to go with my Spaceman collection. I've also got the green helmet as well, which is brilliant because the green helmet I've got on my Spaceman display is a motorcycle helmet rather than the astronaut's helmet. So my goodness, thank you very much for sending that. I need to find my my Spaceman display. It's just over there at the moment, so let me just go and get that. So here is my Spaceman display. I did this about a year ago, I think. I can't remember how long ago, but I managed to get all the spacemen with the proper spacemen torsos on there, with a little planet with the line around it, all with the oxygen tanks as well. And I added it and amended my Everyone is Awesome sort of diorama thing here that we have. Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to add these little pieces in and the helmet. So let's have a look how that all looks. There we have it. That's all the accessories added to it. I think it looks brilliant. Thank you so much for sending this. Obviously every single one of the astronauts has got a different accessory. I love the crowbar, that's great. I love these blasters as well. They're really, really good. Megaphone, we've got a couple of other things as well. Walkie-talkies. I think my favourite has to be the pink guitar, like, of course that's what you would do when you're in space in a spacesuit. Play your pink guitar, why not? No, absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, David, for this. It's very, very much appreciated. And the helmet as well that goes on the green astronaut, that's great. I think the only thing I need to get now is the green helmet. So I've already got, but the grey helmet is the one that is just the motorcycle one, which is slightly wrong. But I'll see if I can get one of those maybe off eBay. But yeah, fantastic stuff. Thank you so much for that. It really is much appreciated. Let's get on with this haul then. So we've got quite a few things to unbox. I'm going to probably start with a couple of the bigger boxes first of all. Let's move everything else out of the way first. First box then is from John Lewis. As you can see, we've got a couple of holes in the box. So I'm hoping that hasn't affected the Lego. This is something that came a couple of weeks ago, I think. John Lewis do have a few exclusive items that they sell from time to time and occasionally have discounts. This particular set was reduced on their website. There we go. So hopefully you can see what I've got in there. Now you can see it's a Star Wars set. Let me just lift that up. Easy to out the box. Right, that is pretty good. So what have we got? We do have a bit of a rip on the side of the box. Look at that. There's obviously just this top end of the box has been slightly ripped, and we've also got a little bit of damage there in the top corner, but nothing really that's going to make me too worried about that. Just checking the back of the box because obviously we had holes, but that looks fine. So it is just that slightly annoying. especially for a bigger set. But we got the Mos Eisley Cantina. This is a set that is, at the moment, it's due for retirement at the end of this year, 2024. $344.99 is the recommended retail price for this set. Really nice set, loads of minifigures. I think this could do very, very well once it retires. It is quite an expensive set. I do tend to avoid the really expensive sets, but this was reduced. And it was reduced by, I think it was 20%, so it worked out at £276. But I also have this thing called Perks at Work, which I know you can only have if you sort of work where I work. Other people might have similar work-based things. And I always buy my food shopping and other online shopping using this Perks at Work thing, and I gain points. And I had about £26 worth of points to cash in, so I thought it was a perfect opportunity to buy this, and it actually cost me £250. So £250 for a £345 set is a very, very good deal in my opinion. As I say, slightly disappointed about this, but it really isn't the end of the world. The tabs are still here, they're still okay. Just that top of the box there is slightly sort of mangled, which is a little bit annoying. So let's have a look at the next box, which is also from John Lewis. Interestingly, as you can see, it's in a different style of box. Don't know why they do that, so hopefully this box is better than the last one inside. Right, and there we go. And rather boring, I'm afraid, but I've only got myself another one, another Cantina. Let's have a look at this box. That looks to be okay. Just checking the back. Yeah, that's actually in perfect condition, so that's really good. So, why did I get this one? I wasn't planning on buying another Cantina, but I did this thing about 5 or 6 months ago with a company, an online company called Metro Voucher Codes. You know, I'm always talking about Quidco and Top Cashback and things like that. Well, there's also this thing called Metro Voucher Codes. They've been very hit and miss as to whether some of these are paid out. So I've not done it too many times, but I can't even remember when I actually got this. But I obviously ordered over a certain amount of Legos at some stage, and I think it was spend over £150 and you got a £50 voucher, but they can take months to come through. Anyway, out of the blue, one day last week, I literally just got an email that said, this is the link to your code, £50, so thank you very much. You could only turn it into certain vouchers, and one of the companies I could turn it into were John Lewis vouchers. And I had a quick look on the John Lewis website, and they still had the Mos Eisley Cantina reduced from £345 to £276, so I took another £50 off that, so I got this one, the better box, for £226. So I think that is a very, very good price for what is a fantastic set that is going to be retiring at the end of the year. So great to have at least one of the two boxes in very, very good condition. For me, yes, there's a little bit of damage there. I know people say to me, why don't you send it back? I think for me, for that, I don't think it would be worth sending back. It's just not worth the hassle. It's probably only going to make a very, very small amount of difference to possible the retail value. At the end of the day, the set inside is still sealed. So it's slightly disappointing, I know. It's one of the pitfalls of buying Lego for investment is you will get a few little bits of damage here and there. If it's not too bad, I do tend to keep sets. So I think next thing is to get into the first of the two Lego boxes, which is this one here, and we've got the tabs on the top of this one to open. Okay, so this is actually a promotion from the middle of June, and this was a couple of promotions that I've used here. This is obviously from lego.com. One of them was spend over, I think it was around about £70, but you had to get it on certain lines. I think it was Friends, City, Ninjago and possibly Dreams. But you could get this set here, which is the trophy. Now, obviously I don't like to buy a lot of city sets and things like that. That's what I did buy. I'll show you what I got in a minute. But 40688, the Trophy Award. They've done similar things like this before, Lego, that you could have bought. And I have to say, I think the previous version of this was probably a little bit better, but yeah, quite a nice little thing to get. I wanted to get it just to get the gift with purchase, so not a bad little thing, but it did mean spending a bit of money on Lego City. But yeah, I'm quite pleased I've got one of these, because as I wouldn't have probably got one otherwise, but I thought no, I'll try and get one of these because nice little set. And I don't think it stayed on shelves for very long either, that one. I also got, for spending over £140, this one here, which is the Jules Verne set, 40690, the tribute to Jules Verne's books. Yes, again, another nice gift with purchase. I think this is now sold out on Lego Online. I think you should have been able to get it until the end of this week, but it's actually gone now. It's out of stock. I think some stores, certainly some of the Lego stores, have still got some of these. Some are starting to run out. So it seems a reasonably popular gift with purchase. So I got myself one of those. So what did I buy? So I needed to spend £140. First thing that I got was this, and this is the I think it's called the Auspicious Dragon 80112. This is one of the Lunar New Year sets. These tend not to do too fantastically after retirement. I always thought the Lunar New Year sets would do particularly well. They don't seem to be going up too much in value, certainly not instantly, but I think this one could do quite well because it's a dragon, and dragons in Lego do tend to do quite well, so I've hedged my bets on this. So the normal price for this is £69.99. I actually used £20 worth of my insider points to reduce the price of this whole order, so basically I got £10 off this set, so that made my buying price for this £59.99, £60. So got myself one of those. Let's pop that up there. And the other set that I got, which of course had to be a city or a friend set, I did get a city set. And I got this here, which is the train station. This is set number 60335. And again, another £70 set. I got obviously £10 off that, so it's made it £60. This was a set that was supposed to retire last year, but didn't. So it is on the retirement list again, so I'm hoping they won't extend it again. What I like about this, obviously you've got the small train station. It's more like a sort of a city train station rather than a sort of big train station, but you get the bus with it as well. And I think that's going to probably appeal to a fair bit of people. And there have been periods where Lego haven't had train stations, so I think this potentially could do quite well. It's not going to be an instant success or profit, I don't think, but I just thought it was, out of all the Lego things, Lego City things I could have bought, I think this is probably one of the better things, and it meant I could get that trophy gift with purchase as well. So that's what I've got there. And on to the second box from Lego.com. Let's get this open. Okay, so we have another one of the Jules Verne gift with purchase. So one of those for spending over £140 again. And the set I got this time, another retiring set. Oh, and it's probably one of my favourite retirement sets, and it's the Ideas AFrame House. Again, this is on the retirement list at the moment for this year, so I hope it stays on there. 21338 is the set number. Great looking little set this. I do really like this. Obviously the back of the AFrame House all opens up. It's not been on the shelves very long. I think it's only released last year, so if it does retire this year, it's got quite a short shelf life. Recommended retail price for this is £159.99. I used another £20 worth of my insider points to reduce that to £139.99. So to get that and to get the gift with purchase as well is pretty good. And as you can see, that's how I sort of use my insider points. So quite often when you rack up these insider points when you buy things from Lego.com or Lego stores, you'll rack up these insider points, and I just like to use them just to sort of slightly reduce the price of the sets a little bit, because I know a lot of people like to save them all up and sort of blow out and buy one big thing and get it completely for free. But because I suppose I'm investing, I like to just to sort of knock a little bit of the price off each set, and that's just how I like to do it. Whether you do the same thing if you're an investor, or whether you think that's a good idea, I don't know, but that's what I like to do. So next thing is to get into these Argos bags. Again, the idea of ordering from Argos is I've had problems in the past with boxes, because as you can see from how they get delivered, and these were delivered to my local Sainsbury's store for me to pick up, is they get delivered in bags and there's just the Lego set in there. They've got some really good deals at the moment, Argos, and they run out at the end of July, 2 for £30 or 2 for £20 on varying sets, so I'm just trying to stock up on those. Some of the sets aren't retiring, in fact both of these sets aren't retiring at the end of this year, but I think for some of my upcoming Lego fairs and festivals, they're just a nice little thing that I can sort of sell on with a little bit of profit and pass on some of those discounts to other people as well. So let me show you the two sets that I bought. So in all I've got 12 of these bags, but I've bought sort of multiples of the same thing. So let's just have a quick look in the first couple of bags and see what the quality of the boxes are like. They probably will differ as well depending on how the bags have been kept. The first set is this one here. This is the 3-in-1 creator camera. This normally recommended retail price. There's the Argos sticker. They do come off quite easily. Normally these retail at £18. Argos have got a deal for buy two and get them for £20. So it basically makes them £10 each. I think that's a really good deal. I sold a couple of these recently at the Brighton brick show that I went to, and I think I sold them for £15 and they just went instantly. So I think even at that price people probably don't realise they're at Argos, and probably not at that price. But still, that deal runs out at the end of July, so I'm trying to get as many of these as I can because I think they're really nice looking sets. People really like these, and if I can get them for £10 each, for me that is an added bonus. So there's one there. The box looks okay for that one. The other set that I've got is this one here, and it's the Star Wars set. It's the battle pack, the 501st Clone Trooper battle pack, 75345. This was on the retirement list for this year, but it's not anymore, so it's not retiring at the end of this year. But again, £18 recommended retail price. My buying price is £10. And again, these kind of things just sell really, really well. I think once you get into the sort of autumn and all those deals have gone, I think people are still definitely prepared to pay around about £15 for these. So I think that's a really good sort of bargain for me. And it's just something extra to sell in my stalls. So I've got quite a few more of these other bags to get into. So I'm going to open them all off camera, and I'll go through all the box condition afterwards. That's everything opened, and I have to say, really pleased. All of the boxes look in very, very good condition. Really no sort of issues at all there, so really pleased about that. I have to say these cameras do come in slightly thicker boxes, so that always helps as well. So in total, I've got 9 of the cameras and 3 of the Star Wars sets. Now the reason I did that, I placed 3 separate orders on 3 consecutive days, and each order had 3 cameras and 1 of the Star Wars sets. So you can sort of mix and match these sets. You don't have to buy the same sets to get the 2 for £20. So each one of my orders was £40. I was also using my my perks at work when I was ordering these. So I think on every order you get it works out at around about £2 off for every time you buy 2 things. So it really is worth it sort of in the long run. Yeah, so I got lots and lots of these sets. I have since tried to place more orders, and I think obviously I've probably hit my limit on these now, but I still can go into Argos stores and order them, because obviously when you order in a store they don't know who you are when you're ordering them. So I will continue to try and pick these up as and when I can. I think of all the deals in the 2 for £20, I think these are probably the 2 best sets for sort of resale, but there are other sets available as well, which I probably will be buying a few of as well, because I think at that price I think they're very, very good sets to have. So that's pretty much everything in this haul. I'm just going to have a little bit of a rearrange behind me. There we have it, that's everything in this particular haul. I'm actually really pleased with all the sets that I got. 2 Mos Eisley Cantinas, both with pretty good reductions on them through various means. I've obviously got the sets from Lego as well, which I've slightly reduced in price to get the gifts with purchase, and all these rather nice sets as well from Argos. And of course, thank you very much again to David for providing me with little accessories for my Lego spaceman. They really appreciate it, so thank you very much. I had a little word with them off camera, and they're really, really thankful for you doing that. So thank you very much. That's pretty much it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.